Hello. I'm just giving a try to see how this works. Let's see if I can share this. I'm going to try my best to share this. Okay, I guess not. Let's make okay. I'm going to do that. I'm trying to do a couple of things here. Mhm. Hello, everybody joining. Hello, Rocto, Rocio. I'm trying to see how else can I do this. So bear with me since this is I've done live. I did a live before on YouTube, but but it was not using this mode. Instead, I'm not using like the hmm, interesting. I'm not using the let's see. I'm not using the real tool. It's basically the channel going live. And definitely this is not. Hello, Karen, Val, Malier. So yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, I was able to go here. Okay. Hey kids, I'm live. Sorry, my kids are playing. How are you guys? Can you guys hear me right? Can you guys hear me right? Hello, Autumn. Yeah. Okay. Chat here is a little bit different, so I'm trying to see. Okay. So yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Um trying to. Oh, really? Roko's he can hear me on the TV. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm still like Okay. Okay. I'm experimenting with this. So I really don't know what's going on with again with TikTok, but TikTok was not like was just weird. And again, I would appreciate it that if you do not follow me on Instagram, please go do so. Hello, Dana. Hello, B Mama. You guys can tap like you guys can tap really. Okay, the chat is very small, so bear with me if I take a little bit of time reading it. I'll keep on tapping the screen out of habit. It keeps pausing the live. Okay, I'm actually gonna try. Let's see. Because if I can go to if I switch accounts, and I go to, hold wait, here, I'm gonna check. I can actually see the live. Oh, I see how you can tap. I see how you can tap. There is a says welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, and then there is like a heart. You hit that heart, and then like a line of things you can do: hearts, faces, 100%. Yeah, I see that. I see that now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like sending hearts. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. I gotta work because I know that YouTube has YouTube's live studio too. So obviously, I'm gonna have to play with this. Hello, Karen Adams, Phoenix, and I apologize for the sound in the back. That's the washer. So I'm guessing that you can see here a little bit more clearly the image. Um, and the image is more clearer. I'm guessing. As much as I was filtered in TikTok, it was better. Yeah, I know, Karen. I know you're pelirroja. It's good we can see. Looks the same? Okay. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can write. Okay. So I'm most likely, it's not that I'm only gonna come live here, but I'm most likely gonna be doing this maybe in between days. One on TikTok, one on one on here. I'm thinking. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Definitely do that. That's what I did right now. So I would definitely do that. Um whenever I'm gonna come live here, I would just post it on Discord. Again, this kind of live that we having right now, it stays with the channel. For example, whatever we talk about this, it will become later like a video, right? So I really wanted to try that. Now, there's another way that I can go live that is through YouTube, like shorts. I can actually go that way also live here. And I can actually, oh, really? This is interesting. I can share my screen. So if I open a tab that I want to share things with you guys, I can actually do that. This is something I like. For example, if I want to go and share, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try, right? Can you guys see that? Can you guys see it or no? So this right here is my school, right? This is the community's name, which is Crossroads Society, right? And I have multiple posts here, including videos. And for example, if I want to go to the classroom right here in the classroom, you have the class of how energy works. I'm gonna stop sharing that and go back here. Were you guys able to see that? This is interesting. I like this feature actually. I like that feature. So it's interesting because I can um it's like I can share the screen of whatever I want to share. What do you mean replaying? Peris Roja, what do you mean replaying? Can you guys still hear me? Okay. I think I punched the back button and it replaced. Yes, YouTube Live does that. It does. If you hit the screen, it actually goes back. No, you're good. You're good. You're good, Karen. You're good. Okay. So, any of you have any idea of a topic that you guys want me to talk about, or you have any questions? No psychic questions at the moment, though. Again, today is kind of like a weird day. Again, I can see here, like I said, there is a way to actually send hearts and things like that. Right now, I see here that I have 12 people on the live. Sorry, you've playing twice now. There's no spell. You put paper like the wick. Yes, you put the paper like the wick. You roll the paper and you put it in the middle of that snow candle. Nothing. You just say your intentions and that's it. You're not gonna light it. Okay. So the whole process, if you have snow outside, you're gonna get the snow. You're not gonna bring the snow inside. Outside, you are going to create, or you're gonna mold a candle with snow. With snow. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna mold a candle with snow. It doesn't have to be thin. It could be a very thick candle. You're gonna mold it, and you're gonna write in a piece of paper your intentions. You're gonna roll the piece of paper, and that piece of paper you're gonna put, and you put it in the center of that candle like the wick. Yep. And that is a way to utilize snow. It's one way to utilize snow for spell work. When we are looking at spell work, right? When we're looking at spell work um, oh my God, with snow, there are many things that snow can be used. You can use snow for freezes spells. Oh yes, you can. Um, you can use snow for freezer spells. You can use snow for healing. You can even use snow for abundance. Yeah, you can take some snow and freeze it out and use it later. You can definitely do that. What is weird? Such as bliss. Me going to get lava for spell work. You can get actually lava rocks are used in spell work sometimes. Yes. Okay, so let's have a small conversation when in general when it comes to witchcraft. Let's talk about the state of mind of witchcraft, right? Because I think it's very important. If you're trying to learn or to do your own spells or to do anything like that, or you are interested in learning, right? When you are beginning, you're a beginner, right? And again, at this time, I'm not going to refer. I'm not going to refer at this time to witchcraft, but When you start in a new job, do you know everything right away? Are you doing everything perfectly the first time? Are you? Nope, exactly. We do not know, right? We do not know, right? This is why, we go to training, and even after the training, we don't feel necessarily comfortable doing the new job. I want you to think about witchcraft the same way. Okay? If you are trying to learn spell work, if you're trying to learn how to cast spells, how to connect energies, raise energy, right? You have to understand that at the beginning, it's not going to be necessarily as fluid as it should be, even though that the energy it's where it needs to be, right? And we need to have patience when it comes to that part. Okay. And I know that a lot of me at the beginning, when I was doing things, I would get a little desperate with things, and I would I would realign myself. It took me a while to be being able to actually learn how to do that. My parents were witches, and I grew up learning. And at 53, I still am. It's ongoing. Yep, it is ongoing. It is an ongoing journey, and we still learn things all the time. Up here, Val, I can go live with other people here. So again, when we are looking at witchcraft, this is not a process that you're gonna get it the first time. It always takes some time for you to get, I want to say, used to things, used to the energies. And obviously, if we think about things like, oh, I'm not gonna, like things are not going my way or the way that I want them. You have to understand that sometimes it doesn't happen from the first. It doesn't. I like to say that there are moments that we tend to be a little bit hyper focused, not obsessive, but hyper focused on things. Now, if you have any ideas of what would you like me to talk about, or what would you like me to have a conversation with all of you just have to let me tell me what is it, you know, because I've seen so many videos today about. I saw a video today about that candle magic is just Wiccan when that is not true. Hey, Kayla. What is the difference between hoodoo and voodoo? So hoodoo is kind of a folk practice that has different influences, right? You're going to have French, Native American, African. In some regions, you even have some sort of Asian influence when it comes to it, even Catholicism, right? When it comes to voodoo, voodoo has no influence whatsoever. Like that, voodoo is a religion. Hoodoo is not a religion. For you to practice hoodoo, you do not need necessarily an initiation, unless that has changed, which I doubt. When it comes to voodoo, you do need an initiation, right? To be considered a voodoo practitioner. They're not the same. Hoodoo and voodoo are not the same. You're going to see that a lot of hoodoo practitioners they connect and they can relate to specific saints and things like that. Also, you're going to see that they're going to connect to a lot of ATR or African traditions religion or a lot of Native American. It depends on the area. One is going to have more influence than the other. Voodoo, no, voodoo doesn't have that influence. Well, TikTok just be acting weird, so I decided to come live here. Again, if you have any questions about witchcraft and all that, yes, Kayla, I did. Hello, Megan. Now, let me ask you something. How many of you believe that karma is part of witchcraft? How many of you believe that? So, when we're talking about traditional witchcraft, no, it's not a part of it. Karma has never been a part of witchcraft or paganism in any sense. In traditional witchcraft, uh, I want you to understand that in traditional witchcraft, uh, does not operate on the Eastern concept of karma, or as is believed in this day and age, uh, through the Wicca traditions as the threefold law, right? Or an automatic cosmic punishment. I heard that phrase once, right? That idea of karma, was very established when it comes to not again not karma itself, but that threefold law. When Wicca and modern eclectic spirituality, like the New Age spirituality or pop spiritual social media culture, started to develop or started to putting themselves out there, right? Instead of karma, traditional witchcraft works with, I want to say, cause and effect, consequences, and spiritual accountability. Okay? Understanding that what we do as a working will move energy, and energy moves reality, and reality responds. Do you guys understand that concept? Yes, it is, Phoenix. It is an Eastern philosophy. Don't think that the universe keeps score of what you do and then punish you later. Yep, we create reality in a sense by our perception, by our way of thinking. And I want you to think about this. Sometimes we think about like why the spell that I did not work. I want you to think about maybe of this point, was the protection in your home good or was it weak? Wasn't your intent focus? And the intent is not the idea. Intent is what you are thinking about in the moment that you are casting the spell. If that makes sense. So we can't get karma from love spells. Nope, you won't. Uh, if the working is not grounded, this is why we have an altar or a working altar to do spells. Or in the area that we do in spells, that work needs to be grounded. It cannot be at a high vibrational note because you are trying to bring this into reality. So it has to be grounded to be able to exist in the 3D. Um, Another thing is going to be an emotional bleed, right? Like if you get a negative emotional aspect or a negative emotional moment when you're casting the spell. These are some of the things why spell might not work. If we have the mindset that in my black backlash it will, yes, yes it does. Understand that we witches do not see things as black and white or good and evil. We don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Um, 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 every witch or practitioner will carry their own boundaries with things, right? For example, whatever you do, can you carry the spell that you're doing or the working that you're doing? Can you carry that responsibility? Are you also prepared for the outcome, not just the desire that you're wanting? Okay, Val. And again, I'm just talking, a little bit of different topics and a little bit of different things that I feel that, it would be a good use to you guys. But if you want a topic that you want me to talk about, I definitely most likely will. Um, um, and again, I want you to also think about hexes, right? Hexes, curses, bindings, domination work. This have existed since magic and witchcraft have existed. Um, um, if you do a domination, a curse, or a hex, and you feel like there's some backlash, it's because most likely you did not utilize your skills the best way. The timing was not the best, uh, um, um, and you just did it without any type of framework. For example, if you are going to utilize like Wolf's Bane, the Torah, Mugwort, and you utilize those herbs the wrong way, it's definitely going to have a backlash. Not because of what you did, but more because of how you handle it, the physical spell. Yeah, go ahead, Malia. Hello, more via. Again, I don't know if you guys are from the TikTok app. I would. Oh, it's Bianca. Okay, hello, Bianca. And again, I came live, and this is kind of like a little bit of let's just say experiment. I'm good. How are you? Malia, yes, go ahead. Send me a text. You cold but good. How is the temperature over there, Bianca? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Again, if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, just tell me. That's really slow. Okay, Malia. Yep, you can do that, Malia. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. What is the difference between curses and hexes? So I want you to think about, I'm going to describe three things. So a jinx. If I jinx someone, that jinx could be something as simple as I'm going to jinx this person. So this person trips, one of their the car tires blows out. It's little inconveniences, right? Now, when we're talking about hexes, it's like I am going to hex this person, so this person loses their job, and that hex is going to be active until that person loses their job, and it's done. Just like the jinx, after the person has that small inconvenience, it's done. Nothing remains. A curse is permanent. It's permanent, stays with you until I decide to break it, or if I give the curse an expiration date, or somebody comes and breaks it. Yes, my dear, it will be. So that is kind of the difference. And again, there's always going to be a time where you can uh do a hex, a curse, or jinx. It depends. Next time that I come live on YouTube, I'm gonna try the other way. I need like a spiritual break. My energy has been so caught up in all the things. I'm exhausted. Makes sense. Sometimes we need a moment, yes. I like all three depending on the situation. Yeah, depending on the situation. Yeah, definitely. I have been manifesting since May. Well, beyond, but very intense. Since May, I know what you mean. All right, Paris Roja. All right. And again, here is very different. The chat is like the letters are very small. I appreciate you always keeping a neutral and safe platform for us. You're welcome. That's what I want. You said you do a wall up around me spell. I don't remember exactly what you said. Do you think I've had work done on me? I think that there's a lot of energy going towards you. And let's see, where is my pendulum? Right here. Let's see. Is there any working or curse on autumn? So not a curse, but I would say definitely some sort of working to keep you stuck. You didn't realize your entire name was your handle? I just changed it, my last name and all. Okay. I will have to look a little bit deeper into it to tell you who. Okay, Autumn. Okay, Autumn. No, not a problem. Any other topic that you guys want me to talk about? I don't know how things are here because I can click the the hearts and everything, but does it go somewhere? Does it help in any way? Uh, just tell me when you're available, and I will let you know. Because I'm always on the move. What type of sigils do you prefer for protection of the home? I will create my own sigil. I will create my own for that. And again, with this, I'm not saying that I'm going to utilize the word protection, but I would definitely, create. I would not use any recycled sigil. Not at this moment. I'm thinking how it is if I go live in the like the reel or shorts, YouTube shorts. I think it would be different. I bought a horseshoe for above my door. Do you recommend it goes? I would do it facing down. I don't know. I've never been go. I never gone live on Instagram. I don't have the enough people on Instagram. Okay, Karen. Okay, that's good. Autumn. Good. Very good. And again, remember that Tabitha's she was locked out of her account and she can now go back in. We are hoping that that problem can be fixed. Oh, I see. I see, Nadia. Yep. She has not tried. She has not tried to go back in again. Because the thing is that she can do the verification of the email, but when it comes to the verification of the phone number, TikTok says that it cannot send her a message, which I don't understand. TikTok is messing up for a lot of people. Yeah, I know. I know. I wish that in Instagram, because if I go to Instagram, my Instagram, I do not have because I don't do a lot of Instagram. I've never done Instagram a lot. So I have only on Instagram 371 followers. So if you want to go live on Instagram, I believe that you have to have what? 1,000, right? Yeah, mine was active. Well, mine was acting up as well. I've tried Facebook Live because I've done it. I used to do break Facebook Live, but again, not a lot of people show up on Facebook Live. Let's see how many. Let me Google this. How many followers to go live on ins on Instagram? Wait, it says I don't need a minimum followers anymore. And why I cannot go live on Instagram? Why is not letting me? You see? On IG Live, it shows your conversations in the comment. So any questions someone asks, if they're private, they will show specifically if you post your live. Oh, didn't know that. I didn't know that. So if I use this way that I'm using right now, the comments will remain. I don't think that the comments will remain if I use the YouTube Shorts. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Yeah, Facebook does it too. Facebook does it. If you post the live, yeah, Facebook Facebook does it. Mm, okay. Still, how the hell do you go live on Insta? Let's see. I think Facebook does the same thing. Phoenix says that's the drawback of Facebook and IG. Yeah. But again, yeah, I don't have that option. It says that when you hit the plus sign, you can go and remove the post, story, or reel, and then it should be live there on Insta, but it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it to me. Yeah, story, reel. Again, if anybody has a witchcraft question or we want to keep talking like that, we can. Gosh, my finger just wants to tap the screen. Okay, let's see. Again, guys, feel free to ask me anything about witchcraft or anything. You guys are so quiet. Is there a way to magically protect our social media accounts from people lurking? Yeah, a cloaking spell. That would be a cloaking spell. Nice. I don't know if I should do that since she watches mine from his account. That would not that would not be a bad idea. Actually, I think it would not be a bad idea. Okay, when I get, I'll let. Yeah, that's fine. Did my comments show? Uh, what's what's a truth spell? How can we do it? A truth spell is something that is more of a compel spell, right? It depends what you want to do. You want the person to compel that person to tell the truth, or do you want that person to discover a truth? If that makes sense. Again, feel free to ask me any questions, my people. Tell the truth. If it is for tell the truth, it's pretty simple. Uh, Eyebright is a good herb for that. A cloaking spell for her. A glamour for me. Yep, that sounds about right. Yep, definitely. The herb is eyebright. Okay, let's see. Uh, how does fire affect trances? I've fallen into trance by fire since I was a kid. Fire is a liminal energy, meaning that can transform. Yes, observing or glazing or scrying fire uh, can can uh, um, can help you go into a trance. Yes, how does okay? It's interesting because there's no reason why I shouldn't be able. I shouldn't be able to go live on Instagram, but okay. Let's see. Anything else? You guys are so quiet here. Does our body experience need a protection around the body? No, you don't. You don't. If you have protection in your home, you're fine. If you have protection on you, that's good too. But do you need it? No. Let's see. Yeah, out of body experiences are can be very intense. Well, my people, I'm gonna let you all go. And tomorrow, hopefully, TikTok is better. But if not, it's gonna be here. We'll do here. I will try to do the live in a different way. I was told by someone that love spells won't work because it has to do with free will. Every spell has to do with free will, Eli. Every spell has to do with free will. Remember, we move energy, and that energy moves existence. So again, that is not accurate in the sense of what you how you saying it. Like they will not work. I do have people that have come to me that I have solved that problem for them. Yes, I will, Stephanie. Yes, I will. You're welcome, Eli. You're welcome. All right, my people. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a good night.